Okay, so I'm inside Lava River Cave. Just had to switch batteries in my light. You haven't lived until you've tried to change batteries in a flashlight in the cave. Alright, here we go. See if I can get the focus to work on this stupid thing. There we go. Nice big cave. Some graffiti there. I didn't do it. Okay, look. Some nice formations on the ceiling here. Gotta watch my step. The floor is a bit uneven here. But yeah, all clustered in this one little area. It's like the ceiling tried to stretch down or something. Not sure why that happened. There's some of them pretty low here, where they're barely out of reach. It's a little, that one's shaped like a piece of poop. Let's see if I can find it. All right, it's going. Not sure why that one's colored funny. Huh. Interesting. We're probably getting near the end because there's graffiti. Usually graffiti vandals, they like to get to the end and then mark their name to prove they made it to the end. So, or at least the end of the easy part. Wow, even over here, on almost tripped over a piece of sand. Wouldn't that be a good one? Oh yeah, look at these little tiny formations just all over the ceiling. Interesting. What's funny that over here there's breakdown, nice and smooth. Although that shiny spot is kind of cool. Okay, so there's the sand thingy to the right. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the right, follow it all along the fence. Oops, wait, I think I'm stuck. We'll see. Wow, just look how rough this wall is. Kind of scary, huh? Oops. It's a little bit slippery back here. It's like loose sand everywhere. I think I was supposed to go around to the left. It's kind of too late now. Anyway. Okay, look at this. You gotta admit this is a strange place for a fence, right? So before I show you what's behind the fence, look at the ceiling here. Is that an awesome ceiling or what? Sorts of weird stuff. Okay, so I'm looking over the fence. What have we here? They call these the sand castles. So this is where there was soft sand and then water dripped down, but unevenly. So it made all these different shapes. It's just like the impact craters I showed you back there, but they've been trying to protect this from people walking on them. Of course, this fence is relatively new, so I'm sure it used to be a lot better before people discovered this cave, but whatever. But yeah, it's basically like sand castles at the beach, but it's permanent as long as it doesn't get destroyed. If it does get destroyed, it'd grow back. Okay, here they call it the sand gardens. Sediment washes slowly through roof cracks and partially fills the cave, especially in the lower section. The delicate sand garden or fairy castles form as water droplets erode the sand fill. Sand fills near the end of the cave. The cave sediment thickens and eventually fills the tube from floor to ceiling. Two enthusiastic explorers dug a trench over 300 feet long in 1936, but it didn't get to the end. And unfortunately, they don't allow us to try anymore. So yeah, let me go up here, look at the left ceiling, because the ceiling is awesome here. See, everybody's busy looking at the sand castles, but look at this. And then look at the color here. We got all sorts of different purples, and then tan, and dark black, and then sort of a tan brown. It's like 5 different colors in one cave. Then over here is kind of a little nook you can go back. Okay, so here's the fence again. See if I can get it to focus. It's not really that cool. I mean, it's not a cool shape like an actual castle. Just some weird, random. Of course, they call it a sand garden, but nothing grows here. You sure as heck don't grow sand. Although that's kind of how it happened. Okay, here we go. The sand garden. The features result of surface water and sand draining or percolating through the ceiling. Constant dripping over a long period of time has sculpted spires and pinnacles resembling miniature badlands. Sand garden has been fenced to protect it from you. Gee, thanks. But yeah, I agree with that. There's a piece of metal in there, like a wire. Some of these are a couple feet tall. I forgot where. I thought there was another cave that had even taller ones. But yeah, definitely try to keep off. The problem is once one person steps on it, everybody else uses it as an excuse to follow him. People are definitely followers. Because if you do it and then say don't do it, then everybody just calls you a hypocrite and won't listen. Okay, before I finish looking at the sand, so notice the clean spots on the rock. That's from water dripping from above. And then up here, there's some more formations, small formations. This is like 15 or 20 feet up. Very tall. Definitely nice. Little cave here. And then you pan down here, look how shiny it is. Okay, so here's another view of the sand gardens. Not sure. No. Yeah, see, I could think of a cave that's even better, but considering we're in the desert, this is really impressive. Actually, there are pine trees around here. They told me if there are trees, it's not a desert. Whatever. The Desert Museum says it's a high desert. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and pass me. I'll take my time here. There we go. Thud. All right, then. Notice how the wall, oops, I don't know if you can see that very well. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and go around the fence here. Finish. Yeah, there are some neat shapes here. Sometimes the shadows make it easier to see. There's that bulge in the wall. Kind of cool. Okay, good to know. Okay, here's a pile of rock, but I think they want us to stay on the trail. So I'm going to go back to the left side. Yeah, here's another view of how the ceiling changes different colors here. Ooh, So looking across the breakdown pile here, holy cow. Wait a minute, dude. I think there's an upper level up there. I think they asked us to stay on the trail. If they didn't ask us to stay on the trail, I would totally go to the top of this breakdown pile. 'Cause I think there's another level back there. Or, I don't know, it's hard to tell because there's, hold on. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be that guy. I'll stay on the trail. Maybe there's a reason they want us to keep out of there. It's bright and shiny where the water's been cleaning it off. I'll go ahead and go over here. So you can see it would be easy to climb up that pile, though. Focus, focus. Anyway, it'd be easy to climb up that pile. I'll just walk right up there and see where it goes. But like I said, they asked us to stay on the trail. So, man, I'm hungry. After this, I'm going to get lunch. This place doesn't open until 9, even though sunrise was like 5 a.m. Must be nice to sleep in every day. All right. They aren't even open in the winter. I'm probably afraid that we'll slip on the ice. Huh. That one's shaped like the Batman symbol. That one, let's see if I'm getting it on camera. Yeah, kind of cool. Like I said, there's a lot of small formations up there. The floor is really flat here, just sand, dozens of feet wide. Super easy. What's cool, I don't know if my camera will get it very well. It's like a big crack in the ceiling where the ceiling sagged down. Like it almost collapsed, but it didn't. Barely held on. What's weird, oh, look at this. Now we're having fun. See on the left side, it shapes like a trench. I'm not sure, but it's possible that was from flowing water. Like if there's enough water, it actually flowed down the left side here, like a creek. I'd like to see that. But the thing is, it looks like it hasn't happened recently. So maybe it's only in really, really wet winters or something. Or really, really wet summers. Or really, really wet springs. Or really, really wet falls. But it ended here. See, over here, same thing. The way it's shaped, it looks like there was a creek here. Well, look at the way the wall is peeling away. Boy, I'm hungry. All right, for those who wonder. All right. I had a decent breakfast, but it's like 4 a.m. and it's almost 10 a.m. now. So, yeah, wow. Nice crack. Notice it's not very wet here. There's sand everywhere, but there's no moisture. Very, very dry. Very, very uneven, which is kind of funny because it's really smooth too. It doesn't have any formations or anything. Very, very interesting cave just because it's got little of this, little of that. I swear it's getting warmer too. Or maybe I'm acclimating. Okay, yeah, check this out. I remember this. Look at this. There's like a pile of sand here or down here. Go ahead and go down the easy. No, I'll go down the middle. I'm going to turn around and show you from the other side how this is like a big crack. If I remember right, there's even a bigger one ahead. I'm not sure exactly why. But yeah, look at this. It's a little canyon. Solid rock on the right and then sand on the left. Here's the way it came down. There's another one on this side. Now, why does this stupid thing want to focus? It's got autofocus, so focus, you fool. Yeah. But yeah, see how now it's piled up along the wall. Doesn't want to focus on the sand. The autofocus gets confused by the sand. Doesn't have enough contrast. Okay. Look at this. Here's now I'm going down next to the sand. It's like a serious cliff. Focus. Come on, focus. This is all just damp sand. It's not even real solid rock. Of course, sand is rock, but you know what I mean. So this is actually coolest than that sand garden back there. This is like Devil's Tower, Wyoming, miniature version. Like in Close Encounters of the Third Kind or something. Okay, come on, focus, you fool, focus. So now I'm going down another trench. There's solid rock on the right here. Focus, 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 focus. And then sand on the left. Fortunately, my camera doesn't want to focus. I definitely need a wider angle lens. I think my next camera is going to have a wider angle lens. What I really want is just 1x lens, 35 millimeter lens. But anyway, this one came with the camera. Who might argue? Notice the clean spot here where some moisture has come down. See here, it makes you wonder. Oops, focus, focus. It's like a rock and then sand, both together, in harmony. You can pass me if you want, unless you want to benefit from my light. Taking my time, get my money's worth. A lot of interesting. See, there's like loose sand on the wall and then clean spot on the wall. Very uneven. Oh, check it out. People have been wiping their fingers on that. Huh. Oh, well. At least it's still there. Could be worse. What's really cool, the wall here is so smooth. Very, very smooth. Almost as smooth as Malheur Cave. And it's covered with mud. And then all the way up to the top. So nice dome shape. Very nice dome shape. And then same thing, it's really smooth. Really smooth and shiny. Ooh. There's sand again, piled up against the rock. But yeah, here it's still a couple dozen feet wide, dozens of feet tall. Nice big cave, super easy cave. So it's really cool that it's such a cool, convenient location. They have it open to the public like this. For people who want to go caving by themselves and not, a guided tour, this is a really good place to learn that. Make 2 laps, at least. Once to take pictures, once to shoot video. Oh wait, except you have to have a permit. The permit's only good for 2 hours. The idea is you walk in, you walk out, and you get out. Because there's only so much parking for one thing. But look at this. There's sand castles just like they had fenced off back there. But this far in, they don't need to fence them off. Because of this far in, most people have figured out you're not supposed to step on it. Of course, it's mostly to the right side, so I take it people have been staying to the left. Notice how it's kind of clean by that one crack. Wow, that crack goes back, maybe a foot. Not super far. Just far enough to be scary. Another hole. There's a hole, there's a hole. You know the song, There's a Hole. It's copyrighted, I think. Oh, this is weird. You gotta admit that's a strange place for a puddle. So why is that puddle? Why doesn't that water sink through the sand? Sand isn't waterproof. Everybody knows that. Suspicious, isn't it? Maybe the sand isn't as deep as I thought. Maybe there is solid rock just below me. Oh, cool. Now, if the the stupid thing will focus, it would look awesome. Cool, that's a little column there in the front. Look at the colors. Brown and purple. There's a little hole right there. Lots of mud. I'm not going to touch it. I think everybody else's fingerprints for the clear indication that yes, it really is just mud. Ooh, hello. Oh, what the heck? I found a hole in the cave. Oh, wow, hello. Come on, focus, you fool. I'm trying to get some light in here. Cool. That goes way back, but it's too small for people. Let me go back here. I'll shoot across so you can see what it looks like from a distance. See, a lot of people would never notice that. They just walk right by. They don't care if it's too small for a person. What good is it? Still cave. Oops. Almost slipped on the sand. Loose sand. Man, look how smooth and glossy that mud is. Wow. Wonder what's on the ground above us. Be fun if it was like a sewage treatment plant or something. Interesting. There's a little one right there. Notice the rock is kind of purple up there, and then orange down there. Darn if I know why. On the way back out, if they're not too busy, I might ask them a couple questions. Like what determines the color of the rock and stuff. Although actually I'm coming hungry because I want to go get lunch and stuff like that. Excuse me. Well, tell me this thing is out of focus again. Okay, how many times do I have to tell this thing to focus? All right, there we go. Of course, part of the problem is I keep alternating sides. When I point straight ahead, there's nothing for it to see and focus on, so that messes it up. But yeah, look at the color here. But look how smooth it is. Even up to the ceiling. See if I can see except for the cracks. That's so smooth. Really cool ceiling. Interesting. Protrudes out here a bit. It's not perfectly flat, but it's very smooth. Gonna pan up a bit. Ooh, that's a little bit colorful. Look at the texture, so much texture here. These people haven't touched this and messed it up yet. See if I can pan up a bit. So there's a couple of small formations up there. Real small. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. This is interesting. The floor has a lot of moisture, like big puddles. I didn't realize it was going to have this much moisture. I've never seen it like this. This is cool. I'm going to walk in the middle here so I can show both sides. Notice it doesn't even look clean. Oops. Focus. Cool. This is what I was telling you about, these impact craters in the floor form. Water dripping down like this. This is really cool. I'm stepping over them, by the way. Wow. So the question is, what about here? Why is this one dry? Drain out somehow. Wow. Interesting. So?
Watch your head on that part.
Oh yeah, good point. Ceiling is getting low. Let me pan out. See, I'm standing up. I'm almost 6 feet tall, depending on whom you ask. Ceiling is getting lower and lower. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, but it's just temporary. All right. That's a weird shape. What in the world? Weird. I don't know what's up with that. Again, a lot of really small formations on the ceiling here. Whoops. Nothing compared to a solution cave, but, well, honestly, it's nothing compared to other caves either. But whatever. All right. I'm just trying to be optimistic here. Oops. I meant to pan up, but I accidentally panned down. Silly me. Wow, this cave just keeps on going. Reminds me of me. Har har. All right, here we go. Oh, hello. These aren't too bad. Really small formations. But it looks like the long skinny parts are not there. Either they've broken off or for whatever reason they formed short and stubby. It's kind of disappointing, but oh well, at least there's something there. Fascinating. So there's a couple of bigger ones up there. Oh, I made it to the end, as far as I'm allowed to go. Geez, look at the size of that crack. I can almost climb right out of this cave. I'm free. But the floor is super smooth here. I'm not even looking at my feet. I don't need to. The floor is that easy. Okay, so here's the deal. See that stop sign? So when the cave was discovered, this is how far you could get. Then some dudes brought shovels here and spent several months digging. Anyway, long story short,